This is Maya, and I'm in the SBN podcast, and I'm here for the urban legend story about the girl who dressed as a man. During the early hours of the morning, by a strange order, he felt nauseated and weak, and suffered from a fit of vomiting. Suspecting that he was suffering from domestic gas poisoning, Rave's wife tried to check the kitchen stove to see if there was a problem with the pilot light, but found that she was particularly paralyzed and unable to leave her bed. The next day, September 1, 1944, Mrs. Kearney of Marshall Avenue, Mattoon, reported smelling a strong sweet odor around 11 p.m. At first, she dismissed the smell, believing it to be from flowers outside of the window, but the odor soon became stronger, and she began to lose feelings in her legs. Mrs. Kearney panicked, and her calls attracted her sister, Mrs. Reddy, who was in the house at the time. Mrs. Reddy also noticed the odor and determined that it was coming from the direction of the bedroom window, which was open at the time. The police were contacted, but no evidence of a prowler was found. At around 12:30 a.m., Mrs. Kearney's husband returned home to find an unidentified man hiding close to one of the house's windows. The man fled, and Kearney was unable to catch him. Kearney's description of the prowler was of a tall man dressed in a dark clothing, wearing a tight-fitting cap. The description was reported in the local media and became the common description in the Gazette throughout the Mattoon incident. On September 5, Carl and Beulah Cords of North 21st Street returned home around 10 o'clock p.m. Noticed a piece of white cloth slightly larger than a man's handkerchief sitting on their porch next to the screen door. Beulah Cords picked up the cloth and smelled it. As soon as she inhaled, she became violently ill. She described the effect as being similar to an electric shock. Her face quickly began to swell. She experienced a burning sensation in her mouth and throat and became to vomit. As with other victims, she also reported feeling weak and experiencing partial paralysis of her legs. The cloth was analyzed by the authorities, but they found no chemicals on it that could explain Beulah Cords' reaction. The same night, Mrs. Lorna Burrell reported seeing a stranger break in through her bedroom window and then attempt to gas her. By September 12, local police had received so many false alarms, mostly from citizens believing that they'd smelled gas or that they had seen a brawler, that they reduced the priority afforded to Gasser reports and announced that the entire incident was likely the result of explainable occurrences exaggerated by public fears and a sign of the anxiety felt by women while local men were on war service. After the police announcement, Gasser reports declined. The only incident of arguable noted after that date was the case of Bertha Perch, who claimed she saw Gasser, who was a woman dressed as a man.
Hi, this is Maya. Thanks for watching.